Folks, if you don't check out this week's specials at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, you'll miss out on the town's best spring garden deals. Before you visit that big box store, check the big color ad. Go to bobwinescameliagardens.net or check Facebook or Instagram for this week's super deals. You'll find a long list of citrus trees starting at just $59.99, and you get a free bag of fertilizer. Yards and yards of Easy Care Knockout and Drift Roses. They're fabulous and just $24.99. Load up on spring annuals, bursting with color. Get a big flat of 18 for just $19.99. And you won't believe the surprises in the old-timey greenhouse. Hundreds of new items, many selling for 20% off. Best of all, they'll cheerfully give you all the garden advice you want. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens open daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3:30 in the same blooming place for going on 70 years.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday morning. You know, March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and according to the American Cancer Society, colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosis in both men and women, and it's the second leading cause of cancer death in the United States. In 2021, it's estimated there'll be 104,000 plus new cases of colon cancer and 45,000 plus new cases of rectal cancer diagnosed in the U.S. Dr. Michael Ruchim, he's a gastroenterologist specialist at Northwestern Medicine Digestive Health Center in Chicago, joins us now, along with Eddie Olczyk, who is a former NHL All-Star. And we're going to talk about colorectal cancer and screening. Good morning, doctor. Good morning, Eddie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
Let's talk about this because it's colorectal cancer month. What should our listeners know about the symptoms and risk factors associated with this disease?
Well, the first of all, from the most important point is when you have no symptoms. That's when you should be getting checked. And it used to be age 50 was the recommended starting point. And just recently, you know, they've changed the guidelines. A couple of years ago, the American Cancer Society said at age 45, and the American College of Gastroenterology just said 45 also. So it's moving to earlier ages. We're learning that people are starting to get colon cancer. 1 out of 7 are getting it under age 50. So the perfect time to get checked is when you have no symptoms so that we can find a polyp. But with that said, and you want to be very cautious because a lot of these symptoms are going to be nothing, you know, that people, but you want, in the right context, you know, if there's a change in your bowels where, you know, it used to be coming out one certain way and now it's much looser, or you're missing 2 or 3 days and there's that change, or it's getting really thin, and by thin I mean like a pencil thin, or you see blood in the stool. Again, most people are going to see blood. They'll wipe. They'll see a little blood on the toilet tissue. It's probably a hemorrhoid, but, you know, if it's becoming a real persisting problem, that needs to be checked. And then pain or anything like that. And clearly, doctors will check, you know, for any blood in the stool.
Eddie, what prompted you to see a doctor and schedule a cancer screening?
Well, for me, it was I woke up one day back in July of 2017, just on the verge of turning 50 years of age, and I couldn't go to the bathroom. Flat out, I just couldn't go number 2 for a couple of days, which was not normal. And I started developing some severe pain in my stomach, and the next thing you know, about 5 days later, I'm having a having a 6-hour surgery removing a tumor from my colon, which was blocked, and them telling me that I had stage 3 colon cancer and starting 6 months of chemotherapy. And for me, it was just stop me in your tracks moment, where there was no history of colon cancer in the family of Eddie Olczyk. But like I said, just one day I woke up and I couldn't go to the bathroom, and I didn't say anything. I didn't call my doctor right away. I just thought I was constipated, and I would go to the pharmacy and get some Metamucil or drink some prune juice and go to the bathroom. And I had really never had that problem before. And once I got to the second day, I knew there was something wrong. And unfortunately for me, I waited a little bit too long and had to, rush myself to the hospital. And that's when I found out. And look at, I was Dr. Ruchim had said, and it's very important for us, considering the world that we're all living in now, obviously through this COVID pandemic, but, we still have to take care of ourselves physically and psychologically. And, a lot of people, and again, playing professional hockey in the National Hockey League for 16 years and now broadcasting for the NHL on NBC, it's important that we all look after ourselves, and I have this opportunity and platform to be able to let people know my story. Like I said, I thought I was relatively a healthy young guy about to turn the age of 50, and all of a sudden my life came to a complete stop. And I would encourage anybody out there to not have the mindset, well, it's not going to happen to me. It could happen to anybody. Cancer does not discriminate. And, we're trying to just spread the word, especially in the month of March, and making sure that people are being proactive. And you have people in your life that, are getting to that age that Dr. Ruchim has talked about. The age of 45 is, I don't care how healthy you are or what your past history is medically, this is something that you need to get peace of mind with, because trust me, I would trade in a colonoscopy for having to go through 6 months of hell with chemotherapy, and it really tests your will to live when you don't know what's on the other side. Because when I heard that, when I got the phone call on August the 4th at 7:07 p.m. in 2017, letting me know that I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer, the first two things I thought of is, okay, well, how long do I have to live, and how do I tell my family? And for me, lucky enough to have a great team of doctors, including Dr. Ruchim, and the support of my family. There's no way I could have done it by myself, but very lucky and blessed to be cancer-free now, going on 3 years. And I would just encourage everybody out there. This is very important, and like I said, cancer doesn't discriminate. And hope if we can help, Tom, if you allowing us to be with you today, if we can help one person out there either deal with it, stay away from it, or help somebody that they know, then it was well worth the 15 minutes that we spent together today.
Dr. Ruchim, he makes a very good, Eddie makes a very good point that it's all about getting the check up and getting it done. I remember I was 51 years old when I had my colonoscopy, and I put it off for as long as I could, and finally my primary care was like, you got to get this. And I was like, yeah, but they put you under and they do this and they do that. Literally the worst part of my colonoscopy was the liquid you had to drink the day before the colonoscopy. This is literally a procedure.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah, it's literally a procedure that you don't even know. It was not anything that was a big deal. The worst part of it was the liquid the day before.
That's exactly right. And, one of the most gratifying things is when you go talk to someone after the procedure and they say, when are you going to start?
I got a 10. Yeah, that's what I said. He gave me, we're done. And we're done, and I'll see you in 10 years. It was one of the greatest days of my life.
Yeah, and look, that's what you want to hear, that it was a false alarm, but you would never know if you had a polyp. We know that the risk starts to go up with age. Sometimes it's genetic. There is a family history. And, look, Eddie is the spokesperson. He did everything exactly right. The guideline was 50. He waited. But we know now if he came in at age 45, that tumor was there when he was 45. It was probably a polyp that was starting to grow, and that's why he's such a wonderful spokesman, because he's letting everybody be aware of it can affect anybody, and you feel fine. Just get it done.
Well,
get it done. The risk of a healthy 50-year-old of having a polyp is about 1 in 3. So it's not rare.
We got about 30 seconds. Eddie Olczyk and Dr. Michael Ruchim are joining us talking about colorectal cancer. Eddie, where can listeners go to get more information?
Well, look at, I would leave that to the professional and Dr. Ruchim, but look at, I have written a book, Beating the Odds in Hockey and in Life, and I tried to be very transparent with, with my story. And like I said, if we can help one person be proactive here today, then we've done our job. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, Tom, and Doc. You can let people know maybe where to go to just get some more information on it.
Yeah, well, you could probably go anywhere that you can Google guidelines for colorectal screening, symptoms for colorectal screening, the American Cancer Society. They'll have all that if you just put in that plus colon cancer screening.
Thanks so much, guys, for joining us and opening some folks' eyes to the risk of colorectal cancer. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Tom.
We'll be right back after this timeout on WOCA The Source.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Take a look at your lawn. Is it in need of some TLC? Check with Flawless Lawns of Ocala to learn about their excellent service. Unlike others, they take the time to do the job to perfection. Call 352-286-5300 or email flawlesslawnsocala@gmail.com. Flawless Lawns serves Marion County and surrounding areas. Why have a ho-hum lawn when it could be flawless? Again, the number is 352-286-5300. Call today. On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you. Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you're interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Municipal Golf Course, 3130 East Silver Springs Boulevard, any Wednesday at 6:30.